Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers, and it's back. It's finally back. No more friendlies. It's the real thing. The Premier League is back. My favourite day of the year. Always enjoy the first game of the season. You know, you start off with a new hope. You believe that your team have got a chance to win it until you go and lose the first three games, and then it all comes crumbling down very, very quickly. We couldn't have asked for a worse to start, barring probably Liverpool. This is the toughest game. Defending champions, just a fantastic football team who have invested really wisely this summer. Out for them, obviously, Raheem Sterling has now left and gone to Chelsea, and Gabriel Jesus has left for Arsenal. They have brought in, though, probably the most sought-after player in world football, barring Kylian Mbappe, in Erling Haaland for £50 million. We see his debut, official full debut, the weekend against Liverpool, a game that they lost 3-1. He was a bit off the ball, but still his movement was there. He was getting into the key positions and just missed a couple of sitters, really, for him. I would expect him to easily score 20 to 25 goals this season with the service of Bernardo Silva's, Foden's, Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, arguably the best passer in the world, behind him. It's going to be tough, and he's going to be, after those misses the weekend, I think he's going to have a little bit between his teeth and he'll want to prove something. It'll be great to see him. I love watching him play whenever I've watched Champions Leagues and things like that. He's a real asset to the Premier League. I just hope his shooting boots are still not quite there on Sunday. Also for them, obviously, Calvin Phillips as well, a player that we did bid for in January. Obviously, Moyes was looking to partner Rice and Phillips together, which was so successful for England. Phillips has come in, obviously, as Fernandinho's replacement. The long-time club captain has now been replaced. Phillips is a really, really good player. Doggy, likes to tackle, also gets the ball moving quickly as well. Understandably why they signed him. Their new captain, Ruben Diaz, obviously one of the best defenders in the league, arguably for the last couple of years. Him and Van Dijk, arguably the best two in the league. I'd expect them to line up with very similar to how they lined up the weekend. Maybe a change at centre-back, but it seems that Nathan Ake has come back into favour. Zinchenko also left for Arsenal as well, just one that I forgot there. So yeah, I'd expect Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker at right back, Ruben Diaz captain, Ake in at left centre-back, João Cancelo, one of my favourite players in the league, to play at left back, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Silva, Mahrez, Haaland and Grealish. On the bench, they would still have Foden, Gundogan, Stones, to name but a few. We know what they're about. They like possession football. They'll camp in your half. They'll play around. They'll frustrate you. But arguably, they will have to change their style slightly this season because of Haaland. It's the first time they've had a real direct striker for a long, long time. We know that Aguero had to adapt, the way he played when Pep first came in. Maybe Haaland will have to slightly adapt, but also believe the team will have to adapt around Haaland as well. Haaland's a completely different animal and style of striker than City have had for a long, long time. Jesus was very much a link-up, sitting in the box. Aguero will pick the ball up and create things himself. Haaland is very much, can basically do anything. He can head the ball, he can run in behind. So I'm hoping that, the chemistry is not quite there yet, and we can hit them at the right time. One player I have been impressed with is Alvarez. He came on and scored at the weekend against Liverpool. Young Argentinian winger, can play forward as well. Looks really, really good, prospect. Man City managed to pick these sort of players up. He's one we've got to watch out for. In terms of results recently against them, obviously the last game, Mark Noble's last game, 2-2, was a really fantastic game. Arguably a game that we should have won. We had our chances, but again, they had their chance as well. They missed the penalty. It was a really, really good game. We lost 2-1 at their ground, and obviously a 5-3 penalties win in the League Cup. Pep has said we're always one of the toughest teams to play against, and I hope we keep that. It's something that I've mentioned recently. Something I like about this new West Ham, that we're not, we don't get our bellies tickled, as Gonzo would say on Hammers Chat. If you beat West Ham, you really have got to, you've got to beat us. It's very rare that we just roll over. It became that way towards the end of last season. And we have looked a bit flat in pre-season. There's no arguing about that. But hopefully, proper real stuff. You get that hunger back. The fans are back in now. And hopefully we can get going. Last time we beat them at home in the league, I know we did it in the cup, is back in 2014. It's so far back. It was Diafra Sakho and a Morgan Amalfitano. I was at that game. So it's been a long time. It's going to be tough though. It's going to be massively tough. I'm filming this video on Monday. By then we may, I'm going to put it out straight away. By Sunday, would we have signed Kostic? Rumours are that it could be Wednesday. If he turns down Juventus and Inter, there's still a chance. There's loads of rumours about Zielinski going on at the making of this video. Onana, that's his name. That's got to be Song if he comes. There's rumours that, the bid is going to be improved on that. Will these signings happen before Sunday? I don't know. And maybe I've, jumped the gun a little bit, doing this preview a bit too early. But I wanted to get it out there nice and early. Obviously, I'm off on holiday this weekend. So, this is probably the only sort of time that I can get this video out. In terms of lineup, I wouldn't expect much different than what's been playing, which is, again, it's unfortunate. I do think if a Gerd would have been fit, he would have started. I pray and hope that Areola is the starting goalie, but I think it will be Fabianski. Soufal looks, one of the promising things from pre-season. He can come back in at right back. You would expect that it's Zuma and Dawson probably playing. Ogbonna still looks slightly off the pace at the moment, with Cresswell in at left back, unless he goes for the wing backs, which would be possibly Ben Johnson playing left wing back. I don't know. Rice and Souček in the middle with Bowen on the right. Benrahma left, probably Lanzini or Fornals in at the 10 or Fornals at left. And Tony up front. Don't think we'll see Scamacca start. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we do see Scamacca from the start. I want to see him. We will see him at some point. If he doesn't start, I would expect to see him for probably 20 minutes and see what he's about. And listen, I hope we do see him, and I hope he can, get himself about, and even if he don't score, show what he can be about, and show, that what sort of player that we have bought. I think we're going to lose. Listen, it's no disaster if you lose to City at any point in the season. At some point you have to play them, and there's not many teams that do beat them. They're always a tough ask to do. But we, first game of season, crowd are up for it. New player. Will there be another new player? Like I say, will Kostic still be rejuvenated? Will Zielinski? Will Onana? Will anyone? Will Maxwell Cornet be done very, very quickly before Sunday? I'd expect maybe one will come in before Sunday, and let's hope we can give them a game. Let's hope it's not too embarrassing a game. Like I say, I think 3-1. I think Haaland will score a brace. And maybe that new boy Alvarez will score, and Foden and Grealish love a goal against us as well. So there's loads of players for them that love a goal against us, unfortunately. Our goal, I think, if we did score it, would probably come from Souček, who looks in real good form again, and probably will be getting forward a bit more. But yeah, that's it, guys. The Premier League is back. I hope you've enjoyed this preview. Let me know your score predictions. Let me know what you think is going to happen with the transfers this week, if anyone will come in this week, and what you would expect the lineup to be. And also tomorrow, don't forget Europa League Conference playoff draw. We find out who we get to, who we got to play to get in that next stage of the group. Anyway, thank you guys. Let's look forward to a really good season. Hopefully, we do have a fantastic season again. It's been a pleasure. And thank you for staying loyal over the summer. The subscribers have gone up, the likes have gone up, and the views have gone up, and that's the most important thing. Until next time, come on, you Irons, let's keep going. And let's do this.